Link is in effect a little bit like KANE Care. It's a promise. KANE Link is a promise. And what it is, it does two things. Firstly is it allows you to wirelessly connect other products to your analyzer. So for example, let's say you're wanting to do boiler flow and return, or let's say you're wanting to test a heat pump that's outside the premises. You can wirelessly do the flow and return on a heat pump whilst you're inside at the control panel talking to the customer. I think that's a very helpful and safe thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
And similarly with boiler flow and return, you're not trailing wires in the house or in the home that you're looking at. I think the customer, our customer, comes across as far more professional to their customer. I think that's very reassuring. So it's a signaling thing. But there's another aspect to KANE Link, which I just want to go through. And this is touching on a much bigger theme. It's our future-proof promise, which sounds very grandiose, but it isn't. It's very, very simple. As we know, we're all going through this net zero debate, and there's lots of discussion about how and when and what type of technologies are going to be heating our homes and giving us hot water. What we've said is that leaves our customer in some doubt. You know, if I'm a young person coming into the industry today, should I even be buying a gas analyzer? Should I be even getting into the industry of servicing fossil fuel appliances? Well, the reality is yes. You know, however much we talk about heat pumps or hydrogen or whatever else, fossil fuel appliances are going to be around for some time yet, for a couple of decades. But that's not the point. That's lazy thinking. A lot of our customers know full well that they've got to deal with whatever it is that comes down the pipe. And they don't want to go the way of the dinosaur. They want to adapt. And they need suppliers like us to understand that. And that's exactly what KANE Link does. It understands that. It says, yes, on the one hand, you can wirelessly measure a heat pump using your gas analyzer. You can test a boiler that's using HVO instead of oil. Vegetable fat instead of oil. You might be testing hydrogen appliances in the future. The short answer is none of us really know. All of these things, and some of these things will be true. Let's find out. But what KANE Link does, it says, don't worry about it. If and when, for argument's sake, there was a decision tomorrow that we're going to all go on hydrogen, you would need to upgrade your analyzer because the sensors would need to be different.
Sure.
KANE Care will make sure, and KANE Link will make sure that that's not a problem for you. If you've got an analyzer with KANE Link, and it's easy to see that because we've got two little icons that show you that on the rotary dial or on the analyzer itself. If you've got KANE Link, it's a future-proof promise. It says, okay, don't worry about it. We'll take out the engine that's no longer eligible, that's no longer the right engine, and we'll put in the new engine that you need. You still get to keep your car. You still get to keep your van. In this case, you still get to keep your analyzer. We've just changed it seamlessly for you, and that'll be bundled in the KANE Care price. So whenever that day is, and it's not necessarily today, and it may not be tomorrow, but it might be in a couple of years, customers have the reassurance to know that they're not going to be left behind and they're not going to be required to buy something else. And I think that's very important because, go back to what we said at the beginning, most of our customers, self-employed, small businesses, money is an important value. Why should they have to buy yet another piece of kit to do this? And we are trying very hard to make sure that never has to cross their mind. KANE Care, KANE Link, two very, very important and walking the talk promises that we offer our customer.